Hello, this is Mugetsu, and here we are with the MMXOD stream for Sunday. I'm gonna start in a moment, so I just need to fix the configuration of my computer because there was a blackout, and that usually messes with my Streamlabs configuration for some reason. And also, obviously to start the game. Okay, let me get the stream on the phone and share the link. Hello, Roncat. Welcome. Yes, Squish Gang assemble. Well, Squish Squad rolls off better. Buenas noches, Jugacetín. Okay, let's wait for people to join. I saw some discussion on Twitter about Knuckles, but I wasn't entirely sure what it was about. The only Sonic series I really watched in full was Sonic X, but I also am starting to watch the Saturday cartoon that you recommended me. It's an entirely different thing. Okay, but with my experience with only Sonic X, I like Knuckles. I thought he was cool. I kinda like him better than Sonic. And to be honest, it's also because of the colors, because I prefer red over blue. And I mean, Knuckles is bad as strong, even if he's not like super fast as Sonic, so I kinda like him better. But I didn't know the details about him getting a new series. There's a sequel called Sonic Underground to Sonic Sad AM, but it's Knuckles in that show. There's a whole bunch of Sonic stuff, and I haven't even watched. I mean, I haven't even scratched the surface. Because again, all I ever watched as a kid was Sonic X, because that was the only Sonic thing that was available when I was a kid. I even remember it was on Jetix. Back when Jetix existed. Oh yeah, I know the Sega Mushroom. Yes, absolutely. I will never forget Fox Kids. That was such a great channel, and they did it so dirty. Also, Pepper Ridge Farm remembers. Okay, it's taking a while for people to join. I think I should start the match. Well, it was pretty good, Constantine. I was recovering because I had a pretty horrible week with almost no electricity. And I spent most of the day, also yesterday, catching up on work. And I had like a very long deserved nap. So I am feeling refreshed. Much better than usual. As we say in Spanish, fresh as lettuce. Fresco como lechuga. Shadow Rock CX made a new video called Does Capcom Hate Mega Man? Maybe everyone else is watching that instead. Damn. To be honest, what I saw on Twitter was that there was some discussion about I think that people have a gripe with yellow paint in games for some reason. I don't even know what games have yellow paint and why people have a problem with it. Because I swear the only game where I recall that is Alan Wake. And I mean, that game is technically old. I mean, it's from like the Xbox 360 days. And there was even a canonical reason for the paint. So yeah, I have no idea why people are arguing about it. You know, Twitter be like basically an online text colosseum. It's an hour long too. Damn, that's a video thesis. That video was also made because Twitch's letter to Capcom has gone viral among Mega Man fans. Okay, you know what? I think I need to keep up more with the fandom because I'm not really aware of many of these things. I kind of live under a rock. Hola Dani, la IP está en la descripción. O sea, toda la información está en la descripción. Hello, Ganda. I'm good, thank you. Juan Calcetín, el servidor falla espontáneamente porque, pues, Helmex. Esa es la respuesta realmente. The Mega Man fan base is getting antsy over how there has been no new real Mega Man games announced over the last 5 years. I thought that was the status quo. I mean, it's okay that people are mad about it. I just had accepted that as reality. I think it's because the Mega Man live stream, where a lot of Capcom staff were talking about how Mega Man has a bright future ahead of him past 11, gave a lot of people hope, though 5 years later. I think that's called a lie. One of those people being Kazuhiro Tsuchiya, who left Capcom last year. I know, that was a black day for the Mega Man fandom. the people from the Mega Man 11 team in Street Fighter, I don't feel like they're gonna be able to do much. I mean, other than Street Fighter games, but I don't think they needed those people for that. I don't think that Mega Man developers are gonna be able to do much because I feel that problem is by design. Fighter games are bare bones by design because it's pretty freaking simplistic. There is not that much more you can do with a fighting game because of the premise of the game itself. I mean, you can add a story mode and that, but with the fighting part of the game, you're not gonna be able to do much. Especially with something like Street Fighter that is already established. If you wanted to create a new fighting game saga, maybe you could take some more liberties, but I don't really think they're gonna be able to do much to make Street Fighter not bare bones. Because fighting games are kinda bare bones by design. And I like fighting games, so I'm not dissing them. I'm just saying that they are way too simplistic by nature because that is how they work. If you wanted a more complex game, you would have like a hack and slash, and even then those are kind of simplistic. Or an RPG, which is where most games with appreciable levels of complexity. I mean, that's where you can find that kind of game. Or platformers? Yeah, but fighting games, there's only so much you can do with a fighting game without it becoming something else. I don't really know much about Tekken, so I can't say if I agree, Danny. To be honest, Street Fighter was one of the iconic fighting sagas of my childhood. And also King of Fighters was, the great rival. And also, King of Fighters is pretty popular in Mexico. Almost everyone from my generation played more than one King of Fighters games. At least on arcades. The Street Fighter 6 has a lot of single-player content. I don't really know much about that game, to be honest. I only have seen like the graphics, and that apparently they did Ken dirty, that he became like a hobo or divorced something. I remember that he was, like the heir to a successful business family or something. But now I read something on Twitter that like his wife left him, his children left him, and now he's living in the streets like Ryu. Other than that, I really have no idea what's going on with Street Fighter 6. You can actually create your character in Street Fighter? Huh. I knew that you had, you know, like create a character in things like Dragon Ball Xenoverse, but on Street Fighter? Huh. I thought the whole point, you know, was the established characters in Street Fighter. I mean, I'm not against that change. I just find it a little weird. Having a customizable avatar in Street Fighter, huh? I know that some people dreamed of that kind of stuff. You know, following the Soul Calibur approach. You meet other avatars in Metro City and can fight them or just chat and play all Capcom games in the arcade with them. Okay, that sounds pretty good. You know what? That's like good design, or at least a good direction to take the Street Fighter. You know, to expand the horizons without deviating from being a fighting game. You can befriend the real Street Fighter characters, and they will text you when something comes up, and you have BioWare-like answers. Well, I'm sorry, I don't really know what BioWare answers means in this context, but I can kind of imagine. I have seen some games where you kind of chat with the characters, so I'm trying to imagine it. But also, I could understand, you know, befriending Ryu, Ken, Chun-Li, But how the hell does someone befriend like Yuri or I don't know what other villain do we have in Street Fighter 6? I didn't ask why, BD. I asked how. Like, how does any normal, decent person befriend a villain character in a way that makes sense? That was my question. You know, before Dragon Ball Super, I would have said that it would be like if you befriended Freezer. That would make no sense. How the hell do you befriend a Galactic Tyrannus? Sorry, no, what is the correct word? A Galactic Tyrant? Or befriending Cell? Unless you're a villain, how do you befriend Cell? That was my point. I was asking about the logic, BD, not about how to do it myself. I was just wondering about the logic behind it. Because again, I could understand befriending Ryu, Chun-Li, even Guile with some difficulty. I don't even know if Guile is in Street Fighter 6, but okay. Edmond Honda probably would be hilarious. That is one of the friendliest guys in Street Fighter. Dalsim would probably be pretty chill. But befriending villains, I find it strange. For example, befriending Balrog. Okay, I could kinda see it working, but only if you're a bad guy. Damn. Okay, let me see the rest of the chat. I don't think Yuri is really a villain anymore, more of just a loner. I thought she was, you know, like a psychopath, killer. I mean, she was Chun-Li's enemy for a reason. I don't even know the full lore. I mean, I don't know what the hell happened in Street Fighter 5. But the last time I checked, Yuri was working for Shadaloo, and I mean, she was just as evil as Vega or Balrog. There is even a mini arc where you help Ryu get over his arachnophobia. Ryu was arachnophobic? I didn't know that. Kinda surprising, you know, dude can blast a whole building apart with a Hadouken, but he fears a spider and... okay. all of the 8 World Warriors are in Street Fighter 6 along with DJ and Kami. So Guile is in Street Fighter 6? I have never seen Guile. I mean, I have never seen a Street Fighter 6 video with Guile. That's cool. Along with DJ and Kami. Befriending Akuma. Yeah, that is another one that doesn't really make much sense. How do you befriend a murderer that just literally lives to fight to the death and doesn't care about literally anything else? How do you become friends with that? Unless you kind of change him so that he becomes more decent, you know, pulling a Piccolo. Balrog isn't much of a bad guy anymore. Then what the hell does he do? Because I remember that his lore had it that he was, you know, banned from professional boxing because he was too brutal. And I mean that he was kind of a criminal, so what does he even do anymore if he's not under Shadaloo? The Street Fighter X Tekken isn't canon anyway. I don't even know what happened in Street Fighter X Tekken. Yuri hates Shadaloo. She only teamed up with Bison in Street Fighter X Tekken because she wanted to get the Pandora box and betray him when she got it. Okay? Akuma is also a fruit vendor. I do remember that detail. It was in the original anime movie. I remember. Yeah, Akuma seemed to be chill, just selling fruit like that. Other than his demonic appearance, you wouldn't know that he was a bad guy. Luke being the new main protagonist in Street Fighter 6. What? Okay, you got to be kidding me. Literally, who is Luke? What do you mean Ryu is not the protagonist of Street Fighter anymore? What the hell? This is how you ruin a franchise. Imagine a Street Fighter without Sub-Zero or Scorpion. Sorry, imagine a Mortal Kombat without Sub-Zero or Scorpion. Yeah, that wouldn't fly. A Street Fighter without Ryu or Ken, I don't think that's gonna work. Or a King of Fighters without Kyo and Yuri. Why do people try to get rid of the established protagonist of stories? They could make a Street Fighter spin-off and have a new protagonist, and there would be nothing wrong with that, but core Street Fighter, Ryu and Ken are the protagonists. Look from streets. Somehow that sounds like a bootleg Ryu. Yeah, but I mean, there are 6 games in the saga plus spin-offs. You can't tell me that suddenly the new protagonist is gonna be a literal nobody that is showing up for the first time in this game. I would understand if it were, you know, like the son of Ryu, or even the son of Ken, or a disciple, you know, continuing the master's legacy. I would understand that, you know, passing the baton, that would be a way
actually change the protagonist without losing the essence. But having a random, yeah, no. In Street Fighter 4, he looked around the Sin laboratory for something to steal, and he found a boy who was asking for help. And Balrog took him with him since he has a Shadow energy tattoo. Balrog was planning to use the boy's psychic power to cheat in gambling, and he told him to be a boxer like him. But as the boy grew up, he had to leave Balrog to find about his past. And Balrog got depressed when he left him since he thought of it as a son he got attached to. Okay, I can see that he was like on his way to get some kind of redemption, but you know, he was still kind of a bad person, considering he was cheating in gambling to make money. But I mean, at least he wasn't murdering people in Shadowloo anymore. Ryu is 50, so he might be too old to make kids. Well, yeah, I just say that as a hypothetical thing. It would be more fitting if Ryu trained a disciple. I mean, continuing the cycle that, you know, Gotetsu trained Gouken and Gouki, you know, Akuma. Gouken trained Ryu and Ken, so Ryu should become an Ansatsuken master and train a disciple, and then that disciple carries his legacy. That would be more fitting, to be honest. Ken would be the one, you know, with children. But also, you know, considering that Gouken is old and yet he proved that he was still capable of fighting, even if Ryu gets old, he should still appear in the games unless it's way too far into the future. Because even in his 70s or 80s, Ryu probably could still kick ass. And I would wonder how powerful would Ryu be at that age, because you know there's experience and mastery, but also it's kind of counterbalanced by declining physically with age. In terms of raw power, Ryu was probably at his strongest, and I'm not sure if in Street Fighter Alpha with Evil Ryu, or if something happened following Street Fighter 2. I think Capcom wants to make Ryu like Oro and have him becoming a powerful old loner. I mean, he has Ken as his best friend. He shouldn't be a complete loner, but I kind of see where that's coming from. Oro is 130 and still one of the strongest Street Fighter characters. Yeah, I mean Gouken has to be like in his 70s, 80s, and he's also insanely powerful. Yes, I agree with you. Ryu should have trained Sakura. The fact that Sakura was able to kinda mimic the Hadouken, the Shoryuken, and the Tatsumaki Senpukyaku by just observing him already tells of the sheer potential she has, you know, the talent she has. If she were properly trained, I would also wonder how strong she would be. Yeah, Hyper Scorpion, I know. Akuma is stronger than Ryu. I mean, Akuma could freaking sink an entire island with a punch. So yeah, that's almost like Dragon Ball levels of power. Hey, Fly Hyper. Also, Oro probably had friends, but they were all dead. Sadly understandable. The Street Fighter 3 Ryu is stronger than Evil Ryu, according to Capcom. I find that a little hard to believe, but okay. Damn, they did Sakura dirty too? That's sad. You know, I wouldn't mind if Sakura were the disciple to have replaced Ryu. I mean, continuing his legacy. Because she had insane talent. Hello, Elsa. Yeah, this is Mega Man X Online Deathmatch. It's a fun game. A pretty good one. Elsa, this game is no longer supported, but it's actually about to have a full rebirth because the community is reviving it. It's gonna come out as Mega Man XOD CE Community Edition, and it's gonna have full online functionality again. So we're just waiting for the fixes, for the bugs to be fixed, and I don't know, maybe it will take a few months, maybe less, considering it's one dude doing it for free, based Gazelle. Also, BD. Well, I'm too poor for consoles. I only have a Switch because a friend gifted me one. If not, I would be stuck with PC. The last consoles I was able to buy with my own money were the PlayStation 3 and the Wii. So this is already two generations that I've missed out on. Round Cat. The problem with I know that Street Fighter 6 is on Steam. My computer is too old and too weak to run that kind of games. I mean, it also can't run well like Age of Empires 4 or I think any games made after 2017. I can't really run them well. I would need a new computer to be able to run modern games because, well, maybe not necessarily a new computer, but I don't need a new graphical card because my poor GTX, I think it's 670. Yeah, that's far too weak. And I'm not even sure if the new graphical cards would be compatible with my motherboard. So, you know, it might be that the whole computer is just too old. Because this computer is from like 2014, 2016, more around that range. But a whole computer is way too expensive. It's like easily, a good computer it's like 20,000 pesos or more. And half of that is just the graphics card. You can play Mega Man the Power Battle with other Street Fighter 5. Okay, that is actually insane. That's nice. And way unexpected. But I mean, it's a welcome surprise. Thoughts on the Switch 2? Well, I don't know the specs yet, but I heard that it's gonna be retro compatible, so That's looking good. Again, my problem is that I'm a poor guy in the third world, so no matter how good it is, I'm not gonna be able to afford it. I was mentioning that, yeah, I only have a Switch now out of the kindness of a friend. Because otherwise I would have no more consoles. By the way, sorry, you can see that I'm playing and I have to pay attention, so it takes me a bit to catch up with the chat. Princess Peach Showtime next month. Yes, I'm gonna be playing that. You know, I would still consider Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze a modern game because to me, everything from the PS2 and onwards is a modern game. For me, old games are, I guess, the Super Nintendo, PlayStation 1, Nintendo 64, Atari. You know, Atari games were before my time. In my mind, those would be the true old games. Super Nintendo was my time, so I feel bad calling that old. Okay, let me check. I think it was an e-subscription. Let me see. Thank you, Yake Kinch, for the sub. Okay, I'm gonna wait a moment because I don't know why when I start most matches people leave and then rejoin quickly. I'm gonna check the chat in the meantime. Answering your question, Elsa, you get okay in your loadout. You can have 3 weapons at a time, including the X-Buster. You can choose from all 8 weapons from the Super Nintendo trilogy. So you can choose from all the weapons from Mega Man X 1, 2, and 3, and the X-Buster for Mega Man X. Zero has more options. Has like a saber loadout and has also Zero Knuckle or something like that. That's based on something from Mega Man X8, I think. Okay, I think that people are gonna rejoin. Also, for example, Sigma also has, you know, the molds and Mavericks from the first 3 Mega Man X games. Axel obviously has stuff from Mega Man X7 and X8, I think. Eh, freaking server failing. Okay, that even I know that was bullshit. Okay, I'm gonna redo it. Round cat, yeah, I'm just gonna be wrapping this up, and it's gonna be sleeping mammoth time. Also, Elsa, for me, it's basically midnight. Well, it's 12 a.m. right now. Also, thank you, NoobCube, for the subscription. Also, hello, Yakint. I just saw your question. I'm in Mexico. I mean, born and raised. I have never left the country, actually. Hello from Detroit. Welcome. By the way, thank you for the excursion. Sorry, it takes me a moment to catch up with the chat because I have to focus on the game. Okay, there. Yeah, basically I'm wrapping up at the midnight mark because I still have some more things to do. And also because a lot of people that play here have to go to work or to school. So yeah, It's not exactly nice to keep holding them up. I mean, it's a Sunday night. Hello, this is Korea. Welcome. Yeah, I'm glad that this game is attracting new people. The community edition is gonna be great. By the way, for the new people in the stream, yeah, right now the game is, kept alive at the community, and we have to use Radmin, land in the style of Hamachi to do these matches. But, well, it's kind of prone to some failures, especially because many of us are from Latin America and the infrastructure is not great. But we're gonna have the full rebirth of Mega Man XOD as the community edition, and the centralized server is gonna be way more stable. So there's that. It's just a matter of bug fixing, and Gazelle is working on it as we speak. So it's only a matter of just waiting a little bit more. It's been like a year, I think, since Mega Man XOD stopped receiving official support, and it's great that the community hasn't let it die. I haven't seen any trailers for Princess Peach Showtime. I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna look it up on YouTube. What's the coolest Mega Man thing you own? BD, the coolest Mega Man thing I own has to be my third Armor X golden Kotobukiya model. That is definitely the best thing the best Mega Man thing I own. I also have a Mega Man EXE toy from when I was a kid, because that was the only Mega Man I could get my hands on. And I vaguely knew the Anti-Warrior series. So those are the two main Mega Man things I own. I used to have some bootleg Mega Man X2 toys, but those got lost. It was funny because it included Mega Man X with the second armor, Sigma, Wolverine Sigma. I remember there was Wheelgator, Zero, and I don't remember what was the other one. But they were, very small Chinese bootleg toys. I found them recently on Mercado Libre, Mexican eBay, and they are selling them for a fortune. Then I had those when I was like 9 years old, and they got lost many years after. Because to make it quick, I live in a duplex house. I used to live on the house below because my grandma lived on the house above. But my grandma, after like hitting her 80s, wasn't exactly capable of living by herself anymore. So we kind of made a trade. She went down, and I mean, I gave her my room, and she gave me the upper house. Which, funnily enough, ever since I was a kid, she had promised me that the upper house was gonna be my inheritance, and that I was gonna be living in it. I just didn't think it would happen, while she was still alive. But yeah, so in the process of that, moving my things to the upper house, some things got lost, and among those, sadly, those toys. But also, they were bootlegs, so the condition wasn't exactly great. The paint wasn't very high quality, so even if I still had them, they would have deteriorated because they were low quality in the first place. It was just amazing that I was able to find Mega Man X2 toys. I found them, on Mexican markets, you can find the most random things. I think I have told the story that when I was in high school, when I was like 16, one day that I was with my friends walking around in the market, and I saw, I mean, one toy vendor on the market had a freaking Goku Super Saiyan 5 figure. I don't know how, where the hell did he get it? And it was so sad that I had literally zero money because I would have wanted to get that. It even looked high quality too, which is surprising, but damn. And I was only able to find it once. Like when Ash saw Ho-Oh in the first episode, yeah, that was a thing once in a lifetime. I was never able to find the figure again. It was Goku Super Saiyan 5 with the clothes from Dragon Ball AF. God freaking hell. I, I will never forget my missed opportunity. And I had literally no money because, I was so poor that I didn't even have money to take the bus. I walked everywhere. I walked from home to school and to wherever I had to go, other than, the special team projects, because there are some people that live insanely far away. In those cases, yes, I took the bus. But other than that, I had to walk everywhere. So I didn't have literally any money at all. So I will always regret not getting that figure. Okay, let me see the rest of the chat. Did you see Coleman X's video about the Gaia armor? Nope, but I'm gonna. That's cool. I had a Mega Man and base figure as a kid, but I can't remember what it looked like. RIP. I have kept most of the. I mean, I didn't have really many toys from my childhood, but most of them I still keep them. Sentimental value. It's been only like the very low quality ones that have been damaged or that have been lost. But most of the memorable ones from my childhood, I still keep them. Some guy in Mexico 3D prints Mega Man figures. That would be cool. The monster in my pocket gummy plastic Mega Man figures. Let me check that. I'm gonna look it up because I don't know if it's those. Let me see. Monster in my pocket Mega Man. Because what I remember is that they were Mega Man X2. It was the second armor, Zero, Sigma, and Wheelgator. Yeah, I remember it was those four. But also, I'm just seeing the picture on Google. These are like single color. The ones that I'm telling you had, the full colors. It's just that they were low quality. So maybe it was like a bootleg version of this. Let me see. I'm gonna try to look it up. Let me see if I can find it on Google. I mean, because I know for a fact that it existed, because I have even seen them on Mercado Libre. But they are. I mean, they were bootlegs. They weren't even like a recognizable brand or anything. And also, this was from in the early 2000s, so there's no way it was, like 3D printed anything. And I'm not gonna be able to find it quickly enough. I'm gonna look it up and post it on the Discord if I can find it. Yeah, because I'm not getting any good results right now. My dad found this rare N64 and I'm trying to flip it when it sells. He might get you the second armor. Well, thank you. Yeah, those are the two best armors. I would love to have the Kotobukiya second one. There's probably official versions of those figures from Japan that you would get from gashapon machines. Well, yeah, but I know that these were bootleg Chinese because again, they were low quality, and pretty much any low quality toys you found in Mexico were probably, made in China or made in Mexico. Wait, Ash Soho again later? What? I thought it was like a once in a lifetime thing to, to prophesize that Ash was gonna be a great trainer or something. See you next time, Five Hyper, and happy Chinese Lunar New Year. And also to Korea, happy Lunar New Year. I still have the McDonald's Dr. Robotnik from my childhood. Let me tell you that, for example, not Squishmallows, but I still have a bunch of plushes from when I was a kid. I mean, I have Alf. I have a Siberian Husky that I called Rocky. I have Snoopy. I have freaking Aladar from Dinosaur, the Dinosaur movie. And also, I think Aladar was the first toy I ever bought entirely with my own money because I saved up for months to be able to buy it. I was like 7 years old. But yeah, or 7 or 8, I think. The little gummy single corer figures have been in Japan since the NES games. Rubber Kishi is what those figures are called. I didn't know they had a name. But the ones that I'm describing, the Mega Man X2 ones, they were actually with some kind of, I don't know what is the name. There's this little like platform thing, and there are like buttons, lever that you move, and you make the toys kind of like box. I mean, kind of like, I don't know how to describe it. It's a toy. I have even seen it in Toy Story. That there's this toy where you move some levers or buttons, and you make two toys kind of like box, and well, one has to knock the other out. The Mega Man X2 figures came with that thing, and they were very small. I'm gonna look it up because there has to be a picture on the internet. I even saw it on Mercado Libre. Yeah, I remember perfectly that it was Second Armor, Zero, Will Gator, and Wolverine Sigma. It was those four. But I don't think I'm gonna be able to find it too easily, so I'm gonna have to dig deep. I posted the video of the 3D printed column in the Eng. Okay. Also, Ash saw Ho-Oh again in Johto at the tower where Ho-Oh roosts. Rock'em Sock'em Robots. I think it's similar to that. Similar to that. Not exactly that, but yeah. This guy, Mega Man X 3D print figures look like Senseiya figurines. Those were huge. The Senseiya Dragon Ball figurines were huge in Mexico. Yeah, I remember. Alright, guys. Well, I'm gonna be wrapping it up here. So, okay, let me think. I think that tomorrow I'm gonna do the Godzilla games because that is long overdue. Also, on Tuesday, I think it's gonna be Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. On Wednesday, I think it's gonna be X Dive, maybe some PvP and raids. On Thursday, I actually forgot what I said on Thursday. I think Kirby or Pokemon, one of those two, and the other on Friday. Yeah, I think that's how it's gonna be. Yeah. Good night, Korea, and good night, everyone. Well, yeah, I don't know if I don't think I'm gonna be able to beat Tropical Freeze in a single stream. So yeah, probably. But also, I think I should try to do more Pokemon to wrap it up or to get closer to wrapping it up. Yeah, because I still need to get back to like Mario RPG. I know I haven't finished it, so I want to continue that. You'll get hooked on Tropical Freeze. Yeah, I'm not even questioning you. I already know. I got hooked on Pokemon. I got hooked on Kirby. These games are great, and I didn't have access to them until recently. So all I can do is look forward to it. Okay, guys. Well, I'm gonna be wrapping it up here. Paper Mario at some point. Yeah. You know, after Mario RPG, technically Paper Mario was supposed to be the sequel to Mario RPG. So yeah, probably. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for sticking around, and also thank you for the new people and the subscriptions. And hopefully see you tomorrow on the next stream. That's gonna be like a mini marathon of Godzilla games. At the very least, I'm gonna try to tackle uh, Super Godzilla, Kaiju Daikessen, and the two King of the Monsters games, the arcade version. Well, yeah, hopefully more emojis too. You can't finish Pokemon until the second Mystical comes out. Okay, understandable. Alright, guys. Well, now I think that this is the third time I am saying it, but well, thank you so much, and hopefully see you on the next stream. So, for depending on your time zone, have a good one, and for the night gang, happy sleepy mouth time.